Some of you asked me if I connect to wild animals. I do. Listen to this story. So I'm walking my dog in the park near my house where I always walk her, and it's gorgeous, and there's this river that runs through it. And as I was walking, I was thinking, okay, Michelle, like, you should film a video during your walk, but I couldn't think of what I wanted to say or what story I wanted to tell. And at that exact moment, we were crossing a bridge, and a duck, a beautiful male mallard duck, the green head, was floating down the river, and I immediately was like, oh my God, hello, you're so beautiful. And he like turned his head and was floating, but like he was looking at me like he was shocked, like that I could talk to him and understand him. He swam backwards to be able to talk to me, and I was like, I felt like I was just stopping him like a bystander on the street, like, hey, do you have a minute for me to interview you? And he's like swimming against the current, like deciding if he has time. I realized that like he was swimming against the current, so I just said, what's your name? And he's like, I'm a wild animal, I don't have a name. And I said, do you have any advice for me? And he said, keep going. And I just felt like it was rushed because he was swimming against the current trying to talk to me. And then I said to him, is it okay if I post this video? Could you do something to show people that I'm connected to you? And at that exact moment, he took flight and like flew off. And I just thought that was really cool. I wanted to talk to him more, and I was like, he doesn't have to stay there for me to talk to him. So I stayed connected with him while I was walking my dog. I wanted to know what animal he was in his previous life before this one, and he told me that he was a mouse and that he had drowned. In his next carnation, he wanted to be an animal that was the opposite experience of a mouse. Low to the ground, not great swimmers, he drowned. So in this life, he wanted to be an animal that was comfortable in water and also could fly and be up in the sky, like the opposite of the mouse experience. And I thought that was really cool. And then I said, could you expand on the message you gave me about not giving up? And he said, you know, with your animal communication and this being your life's purpose, and I have a big dream around this, which he told me I need to share with you guys, which eventually I will. I think this month of March I will. And he said, just like relapse is a part of recovery for addicts, so is like setbacks and self-doubt in success or achieving your goals. So he was just encouraging me to keep going with animal communication. And at that exact moment on this river, there's a river there, I was standing by it with my dog, and he came out of nowhere flying, and we have walked like 20 minutes on a total, he just flew along the river and found me or knew where I was, and then landed on the water in front of me and then just refloated down. And I was like shocked because he came in like fast and like plopped right in the river in front of me as I was like still connected to him and not expecting it. It was so cool. I love connecting to wild animals. When you guys are out walking around, even if you feel like you're not confident receiving the messages from the wild animals, talk to them.